Yo, it's Jay Reaction. I'm back with another reaction. Shout out to FBA. This reaction gonna be about a Nigerian man. Like he's really pissed at Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna know what I'm paying Africans at. Just listen to where this Nigerian man, talk about Black Americans. Let's get into it.
Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Okay, family, you need to buckle up for this one.
Shout out to African Diaspora
This
News
Nigerian
Channel.
man by the name of Tonye Anyanwu, he seems to think that African Americans are dumb and are not owed anything, but think they are and think the whole world is against them. Just watch it and we'll talk further.
Black people piss me off, especially African Americans. Now, you see, there's a sense of over entitlement and expectation that the world owes something to people, to these people, right? And I say these people because it's now more of a mindset thing than an actual skin color, right? African Americans have convinced themselves, and I find that to be so narcissistic, that the whole world is against them. How narcissistic can you be to think that every living person is living their life to bring your down? How?
Nobody
People
thinks like
don't
that.
give a about the skin color you have on your body. That's the reality of the world today, especially today where we don't have black and white bathrooms anymore. We don't have black and white trains anymore. Slavery happened everywhere in the world with every nationality, every color, every gender, every race.
There are so many words I want to say that I cannot say on this platform. But what I
haven't watched this. Hold on, y'all.
Don't know what this.
I haven't watched this whole video. I just caught a clip of it real quick, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk about we're narcissistic? Homeboy, y'all still got so much shit going on in Nigeria. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to get that shit straight over there before you come talk about the psychological ramifications of what slavery did to Black Americans, bro." See, we over here fighting man and laying from. I wonder where he living at right now. Let's get back into this. I wonder where he's living at right now. I bet you he probably in America. But don't Africans flee so much? You know what I'm saying? They fleeing everywhere. Hold on, let's get into this right here because this talk about how these Nigerians be fleeing.
UK. I hope you guys are ready for me.
Over the past few months, I set out to understand the true motive behind this massive exodus, a puzzle that has been misunderstood for so long.
There's no structure, there's no infrastructure in place. So people want to take that brilliance and take it to a country that works, a structure that works.
This is the story of countless Nigerians who have refused to be boxed.
So they can't build that structure for themselves in Nigeria.
So they chose to Japa
with Japa culture.
The Yoruba word for run.
Hold on. Let's break that down. The Yoruba word for run. Let's break that down. Hold on. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that definition. Oh, that shit went so fast. Hold on, let me get back to it. Let's see.
And take it to a country that works, a structure that works.
Get back to that definition.
This is the story of countless Nigerians who have refused to be boxed into the limitations of the country that they were born into. So they chose to Japa
with Japa culture.
They chose to run. They chose to flee. Because they couldn't stand up in their own country and build their own country. Let's read this. Japa is a Yoruba language word used as a Nigerian slang term that has gained widespread usage among Nigerian youths. The term is used to describe the act of escaping, fleeing, or disappearing quickly from a situation. So you as a man over here in America, a Nigerian man over here in America talking shit about Americans when we stood and fought and fight for what we needed and what we was trying to get out of these crackers. But what they got a term that's so widespread now that they gave it a name. Fleeing. often in a hasty and urgent manner. So they ain't standing and fighting. They not standing and building infrastructure in their own country. They come over here where the FBA made a lane for them.
Run.
Let's get back to the vid.
When I lived in Nigeria, I lived in Kano. Life in Kano was just.
But he is not living in the same world that we are all living in as Black people. The sky must be pink in his world. He is of another planet, perhaps. But something is fundamentally wrong with his mind if he thinks that, one, African Americans are narcissistic and think that the whole world is against them.
Right. Nobody thinks
Just
like
turn on
that.
the news. And the world is
It sounds
against
like
us.
projection, and
But
it is though, but not
is
like
it-
every
is it
single
race
person.
or races of people that are against
Right,
us.
sister,
And that
right.
is a proven fact.
Exactly.
Time in, time out, day in, day out, year in, year out. We have just started 2025, and there isn't a shortage of stories against our people, including African Americans, and by the way, including your people, sir. So I am mystified that this man is saying this, also saying that there is no more black and white washrooms and there's no black and white trains, and
We fought for that shit and made a lane for them.
just because there's not a that doesn't mean that racism doesn't still
Right.
exist. Okay? He said people don't give a crap about your skin color. Oh, they don't?
See, that guy, one thing I learned from Africans and Caribbeans, they look at white supremacy and white people, well, they look at white people as gods. See? So they can't see white supremacy. When they run up on a white person, they bowing down, getting on their knees. But us Black Americans, we see the evil. We see it. So we ain't trying to be friends with them like that. We understand the system of white supremacy. Not that every white person is racist, but we understand the system of white supremacy. And the majority of white people follow along with it. So they look at the white man as a god. We don't look at the white man as a god. We understand white supremacy is in that shit, and we fight that shit. While they jappa.
You got to be kidding me, right? People don't give a crap about our skin color? Like, this man is not okay. There's no way this person is okay. I firmly believe this is some sort of joke, especially when he says African Americans think that something's owed to them. We sure do. It's called reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes for Canada.
It's called a debt.
reparations. Same goes for Ghana or all the other countries in Africa. Reparations is owed to us. What are you smoking, dude? You need help. You need serious help. I suggest you go and get your head checked. I think that he must be involved with one of the folks, and he's completely delusional. But I will say this, sir. It may not be today. It may not be next week. It may not even be next year. But at some point, you are going to be reminded exactly what color you are that you don't think people give a crap about. And maybe he won't even notice it because he's so far out of touch with reality.
Right.
Even if it slapped him in the face, he wouldn't even know it happened. And I'm going to leave it there because, again, there's so much I want to say. A few 2 or 3 words that I would love to use to just really wrap this up.
But hold up, I want y'all to hear this again from this guy. We gotta peep what's going on. We really gotta peep what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This Pan-Africans. You see? Because the thing is, when we mixed up, when we got African American in the 80s, in the mid 80s, 87, 88, 85, somewhere around there, Jesse Jackson and the Democrats coined that term African American. See, that puts us as looking like we're immigrants. That put us in an immigrant category. But we're not immigrants to this land. Matter of fact, we are the only people on this land that are not immigrants as of today. And even in the beginning. You know, I hear these Pan Africans say, uh, Africans, we was all over this planet. We was on every land before the white man. Okay, so if we was on every land before the white man, why couldn't we be on North America before the white man? This is the only continent on this planet that black people didn't inhabit it before the white man. That ought to tell you something. Are you kidding me? But that, in a sense, caused us when we was early fighting for reparations, early fighting for our identity. We kept getting mixed in with immigrants. So when every little thing we fought for in the political realm to get somebody to give us, we was put under the bar of immigrants. So all the immigrants benefited off the shit. We didn't benefit ourselves. We the ones that paid the price. We built this shit, but we get looked at like we the trash of the motherfucker. But nah, this delineation, boy. But let's get back into this because I want y'all to hear this shit again, bro. This dude here, just another example of how they really look at us and how they been looking at us. But we've been the ones over there fighting for them in South Africa, fighting for them in Ethiopia.
Okay, family, you need to buckle up for this one. This Nigerian man by the name of Tonye Anyanwu, he seems to think that African Americans are dumb and are not owed anything, but think they are and think the whole world is against them. Just watch it and we'll talk further.
Black people piss me off, especially African Americans. Now, you see, there's a sense of over entitlement, an expectation that the world owes something to these people, right? And I say these people because it's now more of a mindset thing than an actual skin color, right? African Americans have convinced themselves, and I find that to be so narcissistic, that the whole world is against them. How narcissistic can you be to think that every living person is living their life to bring your dumb? How?
Dumb?
People
We
don't
dumb?
give a about the skin color you have in your body. That's the reality of the world today, especially today where we don't have black and white bathrooms anymore. We don't have black and white trains anymore. Slavery happened everywhere in the world with every nationality, every color, every gender, every race.
There are so many words I want to say that I cannot say on this platform.
But there we go with this dude here. This is another reason why delineation is important and it is effective. But this type of mindset for them has been going on for the last like 20 years, man. And here we are extending the olive branch to these guys, but meanwhile, it's like they looking at us with and speaking to us with a double tongue, and you know what I'm saying? They looking at you in your face, blah blah blah. But then behind, man, it's like they worse than the white man, bro. They worse than white supremacy because we see they look like us in a sense. They do. But that's on the physical part. But that psychos, that mental, they psychologically, they are not on our level. They do not think like us. Man, and white supremacy is using them as a buffer, and that shit is smart as hell. What they doing by using them? That's why they want to include us into to be an African. See, but they don't have the same mindset as us. They gonna work for the white man against. Oh my goodness, that's so devious. The deception in that game they playing by putting us in there, and they don't say shit to Pan Africans because Pan Africans looking over to Africa and they saying we just some lost niggas in the country that don't belong to us, and they like, yeah, the white supremacy, like, yeah. Why you think it's Egyptology? Yeah, there was greatness in Africa, and we do have African descent in us. But damn near everybody on the planet got African descent in them. Whether they white, Polish, German, all of them, they got all of them. Y'all, the Pan Africans say we circumvented the planet. If black people circumvented the planet, why does it stop in North America? Only 5% of Africans came from the continent from the continent of Africa to the continent of North America. Only 5% of all those slaves. The majority of the slaves went to the Caribbean in South America. That should tell you it was more of us already here because the damn near Indian, damn near red Indian, he damn near wiped the fuck out. That ought to tell you it was a majority of black Aboriginal people on this land before the red man, before the white man, and before goddamn the European. Whatever. We was on North America before all them folks. The Aboriginal black people, and we mixed with the slaves that came from Africa, and we mixed with explorers that came from Africa and different parts of the world. That became FBA. That became a foundational Black America on the continent of North America. But these Pan-Africans, I don't never see them calling these people out. How you Pan-African? How you trying to be a Pan-African with people who don't even give a fuck about you? This is what they think about you. And want to get mad because FBA want to say, nah, that's enough of that. That's enough of that tethering. That's enough of that cosplay. That's enough of that deviance, of that deception. Because that's what it is. Like Dr. Claude Anderson said, racism is a team sport, bro. You got to deal with our lineage, and them folks ain't from our lineage. You can tell the way. Wow, how can he talk about you like that, Pan-African? Let's hear it again for the Pan-Africans. We're gonna hear this again one more time for the Pan-Africans.
I think the whole world is against them. Just watch it, and we'll talk further.
Black people piss me off, especially African Americans. Now, you see, there's a sense of over entitlement and expectations that the world owes something to these people, right? And I say these people because it's now more of a mindset thing than an actual skin color, right? African Americans have convinced themselves, and I find that to be so narcissistic, that the whole world is against them. How narcissistic can you be to think that
I just want to know how he could talk about Black Americans
to bring your
and he handling his business in his homeland.
People don't give a about the skin color you have on your body. That's the reality of the world today, especially today where we don't have black and white bathrooms anymore. We don't have black and white trains anymore. Slavery happened everywhere in the world with every nationality, every color, every gender, every race.
There are so many words I want to say that I cannot say on this platform.
But there we go, y'all. That's this guy. That's this Nigerian as an example of many that look at Black Americans in that way. Yo, this Jay Reacts. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. This FBA thing is strong and people coming with hate. Yo, I'm out. Peace.